Kia ora and talofa. This is Capes here from the Sunshine Soundsystem, and I am here in the beautiful islands of Samoa in Apia at the Tanoa Tusitala Hotel, and we are here for a brand new initiative, the launch of Island Base FM 87.5 right here in Samoa. Now the station is going to be transmitting all across the whole island and also being streamed live on the internet with apps and like that sort of stuff to come. So we're going to take you on a bit of a journey behind the scenes, meet some of the people involved, see what it takes to set up a radio station here in the islands, and also we'll be bringing you live to our launch party and also our promo parties with our sponsors. And for all this, we're flying over a handful of award-winning international artists. We've got Poetik, Rezz, Starr, Team Dynamite's Lucky Lance, and myself. We'll also be connecting with some local legends, Mr. T and Vania Tuloa as well. There's 4 gigs in 3 days. It's a big undertaking, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Base FM 100% DJ's choice.
Bringing fresh new sound and opportunity to Samoa is the vision behind the establishment of Island Base FM 87.5. Island Base FM Samoa is a branch of Base FM in Aotearoa, a radio station renowned in the Pacific industry in New Zealand.
Working with the artists themselves, so having the artist creating the content, having the artist promoting themselves rather than just thinking about businesses, that's really important for us. Connecting with our listeners through events and having a space like this one where it's an open space. We want the people to come here to meet the artists. We want local artists to come and meet the international artists, to collaborate, to have a space where they can meet and create. You know, this is what we somehow made happen in New Zealand. There's this beautiful big network of 100 artists that make songs together because there is a space for them. We are hoping to really collaborate between the different islands and cross over more, so for these local people to go overseas and for the overseas people to come back home and connect with their own people.
The managing director and owner Jazz Seaton says Base FM is a hub and platform for creatives of all kinds, celebrating the South Pacific as a whole. Its aim is to connect the islands and the island culture through media, music, events, sports, and educational programs. Island Base FM will be broadcast live in Samoa and online, and you can also download free app to tune worldwide. Ali Salawano Fa'amauni for Talafo.
Alright, so here we are here at Island Base headquarters on the beautiful waterfront of Apia. Things starting to take shape. Here's our beautiful DJ table right here. It's finished, ready to go into the studio just over there. The guys are in there painting the studio at the moment. Behind the studio is Barry and Jazz, and then they're in the engine room at the moment with the computers. We've got an air-conditioned room for all the gear now, so the gear's up and running. Last night we hooked up the antenna cable right through from the engine room outside to the aerial, which the guys have put up on the pole this morning. So technically at the moment we have a functioning transmitting radio station. Just behind me, these brothers here are all putting the finishing touches on the bar area, what's going to be the bar area where we'll be playing and partying on the launch. And so in general, things are taking shape. We'll get some tables and chairs in here soon and get the music up and going. Spent the morning making linkers to go on the station in between songs, and getting excited. D-Day's close. A couple of days time our artists start arriving in, and from there on it's everyday partying. So what's the progress, sis? What's happening?
Lots happening. So Barry is installing the monitors and the DJ desk. I've been interviewing different people and been working on the programming. So I've been creating different days of different blocks in terms of what songs and what DJ mixes we want to play, where we want the stings, the ads, the IDs, and trying to create the music. What have you been up to today, KB?
Wonderful. Trying to create things for you to automate.
And a few casual interviews with TV stations, eh?
Casuals, findingfamily.com. Yeah,
How's it going? You found them yet?
not yet, but it's happening.
For the end of the trip, huh?
And what would you say are the top 3 challenges in trying to get a radio station built in Samoa?
First and biggest challenge for sure is getting all the gear from overseas, not just to Samoa but through customs. Biggest challenge. Second challenge, finding people to do the job and not only being able to do the job but actually do it. And number 4, get the aircon going. And we're good.
Nice work. And how are we tracking? How are we tracking for release day?
Tracking, everybody's working really hard and multitasking a million things. I've got someone awesome coming from New Zealand to give us a hand, and then I've got 4 more artists arriving in a couple of days, and I think maybe by Wednesday.
Beautiful. Look at this guy go in the background. He's like a rocket.
Did you see him up in that little box over there? Did you see him up in there the other day?
You wouldn't believe that guy there can fit through that hole there.
You also wouldn't believe that guy there can climb not only a pole at Tanoa but also the coconut tree.
He's a multi-talented man. We should keep him on.
Yeah, I think we'll bring him back. Might even keep him here in space.
Today, Jazz, Yanaka and myself are driving around the whole island of Opolu, putting up posters, connecting with the locals and inviting them to our gigs, while Barry, the man, is setting up our second transmission site, and it is up another pole, a huge one. For us, it's a quick stop at Lolumanu Beach for a swim and a well-deserved drink. So we've been here a few days now, and things are coming underway. Lots of the construction's getting done. Yesterday, myself and Barry got the antenna up on the roof. Still waiting for the transmitter, which is coming from a place called Latvia, and is travelling UPS, but seems to have been delayed, unfortunately. So that could challenge us actually getting up and transmitting on our planned date of the 16th. However, the crew's been working hard. Barry has been working around the clock with everything technical, and we will be streaming on that date. So we will still be going live and still be transmitting, still be streaming on the 16th, but we will still be waiting for that transmitter. The desk, which is an essential part of our kit, has managed to find its way to American Samoa, so instead of coming here. So these are some of the small problems, the small issues that I guess that you have setting up things like this in the island nation. Things seem to take a little longer. Sometimes things get lost in translation. Hey girls, so how are we going?
Yeah, we're going. We're semi on track.
All
Back
right.
on track, I reckon.
So I was just saying to the camera that some of the teething problems in the islands are probably a little different to what we would have back home. What are some of the limitations or teething problems that you have here setting up a station in Samoa?
Customs, number 1. Getting our gear shipped from all around the world to little Samoa in time and to the right place. So I had a few bits and pieces land in American Samoa, a few things got lost somewhere on the big ocean, a few things went on the boat instead of the plane. Yeah, that's a big challenge.
Excellent. And what are some of the highlights for you so far being over here on the islands?
The biggest highlight for me is probably connecting with the locals, reconnecting with a lot of the locals and connecting with artists. When I used to live here, there was no artists that I got to meet and got to work with, and now seeing that they are around and that we can collaborate is really exciting.
I think for me it's how excited everyone is here, hearing about the new station and all the things that we're going to be doing for the island and for the locals. They're actually really excited, so that's cool to see. And the heat, I like the heat.
Right, Base FM, Island Base, right here in Samoa, coming at you.
Choice.
So at the moment, just here back at the Tanoa, kicking back in the room with the air conditioning, of course, and getting used to the new mixer, which will be going into the station, and also just preparing sets that will go on automation, on high rotation for the station to get things started. So sets of half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, different flavors. And then what I'll do after that is I've recorded them in Serato, I'll move them over into Ableton, and then I'll voice a whole lot of generic linkers, things about the tracks, nothing specific or time specific, so that they can be on high rotation and keep going on. So won't be talking about what's happening this week, because they'll still be playing in a few months, these ones. Not talking about times or dates or anything like that, so they can just carry on high rotation until, of course, we make up some more sets, send them in, and have them automated into the playlist as well. So we're less than 48 hours, less than 24 hours away from cracking the station over. So this will go into the station tonight. It will be there tomorrow in the main room with all the gear, and this is what we'll be playing off in the station. So getting used to it, looking forward to running things out tomorrow. But yeah, in the meantime, bit of homework. So 1.5 hours done, 5 to 10 to go. I've now brought the mixer back to the station and testing everything in the studio for the first time. It's a bit different over here in Samoa, with no live DJs or any DJ equipment at any other radio stations for that matter. This is how we run Base FM in New Zealand, with over 100 DJs spinning their favourite tracks, rapping and jamming live all day long. Oh, and I'm being interviewed again, this time for the Samoa Observer newspaper, and by the lovely Sapir.
Hey Yannicka, what are you doing? What's happening here, Barry?
Programming.
I'm wondering where we're going to get something sweet to eat.
Oh, the cheesecake next door is really good. You know where we at lunch? At the Seafood Gourmet? The cheesecake is amazing. Had some with Steve the other day. So we're programming the songs and the clocks.
We're doing the clocks for automation.
Okay, so that's when we don't have live shows from New Zealand, and when we don't have DJs from here, we have a backup playlist. Is that right?
That's right.
Alright. As you were.
I'm just like, this is us at 1:30 in the morning.
Yay, going strong.
So on behalf of Tanoa Tusitala, this is the apple ceremony for you guys to welcome you guys officially here into our grounds and into Samoa. I know you guys have been here, born here, or you're actually from Samoa. So on behalf of Tanoa Tusitala, once again, thank you very much for coming through, and thank you for accepting our assistance and accommodating you guys throughout this whole week.
This marquee is set up for us to be lucky enough to experience the awa ceremony. So the hotelers put this on for us. It's the first time they've done this here, and this is something they want to do and to awhi our mahi and to send us on our way in good spirits, but also for us to experience the whā Samoa here. So here they are, our hip hop and reggae artists Israel Starr, Poetik, and Lucky Lance. We still waiting on the big fella. Lion Rezz has made a detour and will join us in a day's time. But once again, yeah, we're very fortunate enough to be here and experiencing Wha Samoa right here in Apia. Kia ora.
My home, my heart, my provider. Always loving and giving.
Guys, Tanoa, welcome to headquarters. And yeah, if you guys can introduce yourself to our listeners out there.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Lucky Lance from Team Dynamite, Young, Gifted and Broke.
What's up? It's the one like Israel Starr.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Poetik. Yeah, I'm back. We're over here, out here to push the marvelous and brand new radio station, Island Base FM, 87.5 on your FM Samoa. Make sure you plug in and tell all your cousins, all your family, everybody around the world that this is the new hip hop station, reggae station, best music station on the island.
All right, and so Wednesday coming up, we are playing at the Home Bar Cafe. And last year, going to be DJing that one?
I sure am, guys.
It sure is.
It's going to be a good one, celebrating a few birthdays there, so, you know, come down, we'll have some funk, old school, boogie.
Yes, real funk, real old school boogie. So everybody that's really down with the real funk, come through and shit.
And where are you guys staying while you're here?
At a fine establishment at Tanoa Hotel.
Big up.
The staff there have been really looking after us and very, very happy to stay there.
Yeah, I see you guys are making the most of hospitality last night.
Yes. Guilty.
Appreciate you very much, thank you.
And so, Lance and Venturi, you guys both got connections here. What's your connections here with the island?
Lance, what's your connection there, buddy?
Oh man, my connection? My dad's Samoan, so you know, I'm Afrikasi, and it's good to come back and visit the family.
And Venturi, you're a resident here?
Yeah, I'm from here. Yeah, I'm overseas. They're going to call me back soon, so somebody pick me up from the airport, please.
Yeah, we split at the airport. He went the Samoan passport. I had to go with the foreigners.
We all went up and we did One Love Festival as well. We jumped up on there. Yeah, but we're just excited. Yeah, it pretty much hasn't stopped. It's still a little bit hot, and now we're coming here, and it just feels like summer's just continuing on.
Now, your connections with Base FM, tell me about that.
Base FM's been, ever since I started making music, like at least a decade ago, Base FM was always supporting like the local artists and underground artists like myself, so they've been behind us from the beginning, and then had like a radio show on Base FM for a while there as well. And it's good to see them still supporting local artists and now going international to try and bridge that gap. I'm very impressed and I'll back it 100%.
I released my first single about 5 years ago, but prior to that I was kind of running around with the Newtown Sound crew, which is DJ Art and Benita, so they would bring me up to Base all the time and put me on. So Base was actually the first people to play my songs in New Zealand.
What do you guys think that Base FM is going to do for the culture over here, the music culture?
I think it'll do like similar to what it's done in New Zealand. Like for local artists here, maybe this could be a platform for them, but I think more importantly, like the fact that I heard that, you know, a lot of people over here don't know much about the Pacific artists that are doing well back in New Zealand, like Lady Six and, you know, these guys, for instance, like it was a shock to me. So if the station can expose, you know, those artists to the younger generation here and or older as well, I think that's going to be like monumental for the country.
For sure.
Monumental, mate.
I know, yeah, it just came to me.
Can't even spell monumental, but nah, for real, I second that, and I believe that it's going to create a platform over here for local artists to come up, and for artists in general. You don't have to be Polynesian or Samoan or whether to come here, but Island Base is going to create a platform for everyone to come over and rock, and you know, yeah. Drink the beers. Monumental. And you just gotta respect the process.
You got to respect the process.
Island Base is here to help, you know. We're here to create the platform, build with the people.
Now that we've officially launched the station, we'll be holding speeches and live performance for our very important guests of Samoa, as you need to do over here. They'll be including the Minister of Communications, the Reverend, different embassy representatives, sponsors, and other key people. Even my man, Inga the Winger, former All Black, is here.
The 685, what's good? Poetik's in the house, and you rockin' with Island Base. Check.
White cloud, it's in the love, white cloud. Out there, my home, my pride. Who is gonna stop me? Sing a birds catch up.
Hey, what did it?
I got like the thoughts in my head going up and down in my bed like lovers, making music instead. What we are creating is a quite a movement. Let's do that then. It's a beautiful life that makes me want you more. And find the love in it. Turn your lights down low. Never ever trying to resist. Oh no, not right now. I'll let your love come shine.
Right about these standards. All right.
Are you ready? It's time to what they need.
We are now moving on to our actual party, and that's gig 2 out of 4 at Island Base HQ.
This is 685 music. Poetik, cavalcade that hollows hit the spirit fluid. I took my aim to the next level rap game. Peace to be the best. Shout out the whole game. Come on. Don't be shy to come down to the front now. It's a mighty fine day, sun shining through the hood. Chillin' with my friends, you know this city, I'm feeling good. Head banging like a spit black, blah blah blah, what they ask me. We keep it friendly, go if you let me. Yeah, love it, cause it's hot, get it right, yo, going in the air. Never let my high low, wait a little time, and let it know that I'm a dreamer, let it know that I'm a small flavor in my hands, full of somebody, yeah, that's the one, the bastard son of a mother. You gotta go get it a run, brother, but I be out here, calling the peace. Unless you out here for the police, so that's a no-no. You know what? I ain't talking about in our response.
Launching a radio station on his birthday, and his cousin's doing a haka. Happy birthday to the one like Poetik.
Maybe holler at it down my tooth and get it closer from the west to the south side. Southside, do it like this. Pimp him like Nacho, little hug, big skis. Come on. Check. Yo. Island Base in the house.
Here we are at the infamous Home Cafe and Bar. This has been a pretty special place for many over the years, being the chosen place for many locals, expats and visitors to the island. As it turns out, this will be one of their last gigs. So we want to say big ups to Horace and the crew from Home Cafe and Bar, which is now transformed into the new location for local gourmet burger joint, Fat Burger. Anyway, sound check, tick. And now, let's get the party started. This is gig number 3 or 4, and we're still standing. And check out these guys, smashing it. Big ups to Taula for the hospitality and all support along the way. This is Island Base FM, the party.
I ain't snobby like the rest, you know the deal, pour it out, time to chase the sunset. East 99 cassette banging in my tape deck, bottle of Paluas, I be riding with the crew, serve a dime, a massage in the back of my garage. Mr. Nasty Time as I let my phone charge, light it to the herb, say word, I got that skunk, let it burn and vibe out to the hummified funk. Get up and let your head nod, and don't forget to check your problems at the mailbox. Matter of fact, bring a box if you slide it through, break out the celly, maybe holler at a dime or two. And yeah, they cruising from the west to the south side, do it like this. Pimp him like Nacho, little hug, big skis.
Bonfire upon the block. Taula, each and every time. Run things say so. Bless up.
This is the Island
Lelo saufa na wakangi ya semele ya wafai kakaubelangi magayale musika sipso usuai de pese musika Samoa fa apele pele fa eba musika fa eba musele kai kai sipso the flow le wafai sau yai sila coming the man Peter with the paper roll it up come smoke and dance but do the musika sole fa eba fika se fa mole
I'm all about that bass. Well, Island Base 87.5 FM, we are live.
What they need to be learning, down at the government, see what they're learning, make your head start turning, that's how well run down the system, keep the fire burning, teach the youth what they need to be learning, down at the government, see what they're learning, make your head start turning.
If it's on me wasting no time, no rest, I'm on live up. Because me back on the grind, me say, one top shutter, leaving your soul for now for them, I blaze the fire. Doing it well, I really move me one feature, you coming for turning line. So do it for me, father, and me family time. We say, Babylon, I have no time for you, but let me reassure you, when I'm saying the truth, we say,
but now this system, keep the fire burning, teach the youth what they need to be learning, down at the government, see what they're learning, and make your head start turning. Run down this system, keep the fire burning. Teach the youth what they need to be learning. Down at the government, see what they're learning, and make your head start turning. They know for me, they want to fight. They don't know me, what Sound the ability that the eyes. So if I'm a thing, them is a mess, fight a daily listen. Okay, they know for me, my messa. Find my way before you pick a la langa. To see the soul before you be a giver. We don't go to listen, be an overpaid again. No, the system keep the fire burning. Teach the youth what they need to be learning. Come on, the government, see what they're learning, and make your head start turning. Recognize real and real recognize feel. That's why when I speak, I make it a big deal. I speak a prophet to bust open a seventh seal, and I don't really mind if I don't get a record deal. Cause like he all said, we pour out just teachers. I ain't gonna sell out, I might just have to meet you at those pearly gates, and now they more seem inevitable. Cause the way we live this son, it ain't applicable or reportable, but I stay audible. Words to turn into art, images for all of y'all. I bet I'm see, but I don't carry no hate. But if you step to me, boy, I'm bound to retaliate. And when we step, there ain't gonna be no debate. Cause I'm the MC who's up in the cypher for 8 hours straight.
And now that we're all set up, check out part 2. How we reconnect international artist DTP from Australia with their homeland find new local talent, and through workshops, produce a hit song featuring 10 young, unheard Samoan artists. It's a big undertaking. This is Island Base Samoa, Part 2.